Hi friends, today I'll tell you something very interesting regarding Darakaraka matching for marriage. Now friends, sometimes I have also seen that when the Darakaraka, Darakaraka in the chart of a female native, say, that planet, it can also be a planet which is now going to be an important planet in the chart of the male native. But I have also seen that in the male native's chart, that Darakaraka planet which was there in the female native's chart, it can also be in the 12th house in the male native's chart. That means I'll explain to you, like for example, say in a female native's chart, the Darakaraka planet is Sun. Now, Sun has to be a very important planet in the chart of her husband or spouse. So, in the chart of her husband, I have found that the Darakaraka planet is in the 12th house. Actually, friends, in Bhrigunandinari Jyotish also we believe that the planet which is in the 12th house, it impacts our life to a great extent, because the planet which is in the 12th house, it casts a very strong aspect on the ascendant or the first house, because the second aspect of a planet is considered to be very strong in Bhrigunandinari Jyotish. So please look at your charts. If you have any planet or planets in the 12th house, those planets are really going to influence your life in a very big way. So friends, that's what I saw, that in the chart of a female native, the Darakaraka planet is Sun. Okay, and Sun, I was looking for the planet Sun in her husband's chart. In her husband's chart, I found that Sun is posited in the 12th house. So friends, that means, and from there Sun is casting aspect on the ascendant or on the first house, which denotes the life of the native. Now, whether it is the chart of a female native or male native, the planet which is the Darakaraka in the chart of a certain native, that planet can be found in the 12th house of their partner. Okay friends, because the planet in the 12th house influences the ascendant or lagna or the first house in a huge way. So this is another sutra of Darakaraka matching for marriage. Alright. So friends, also I have found one more thing. I have also found that friends, when you suppose a planet, it is say the Darakaraka in the chart of a in the chart of a male native, Darakaraka is Mars, for example. I came across this chart actually, this couple of charts. So in the male native's chart, the Darakaraka is Mars. Okay, and so now Mars is supposed to be a very important planet in the chart of his wife. In the chart of his wife, I found that the planet Mars is in the 8th house. That means if the Darakaraka planet in the chart of a native is found in the 8th house in the chart of his partner, then also the marriage can happen. No doubt, the Darakaraka planet Mars in the 8th house was aspecting the ascendant lord in the chart. I will show you the charts very soon. Okay, so friends, I will show you the charts on the screen. So just have a look at the charts. Okay friends, now I'll quickly take you to the charts of the male native and the female native. Alright, so this is the chart of the male native. Okay, I'll show you the chart. In his chart, you see the planet which is at the lowest degrees is Mars. Okay, Mars is at around 0 degree. Alright, so this planet has to be very important in the chart of his wife. So now let us just have a look at his wife's chart. Okay, I'll take you quickly to his wife's chart. Yeah. Okay. So this is his wife's chart. So Mars is supposed to be a very important planet, okay, in this chart. But we can see that Mars is the 4th lord, it is the 11th lord, alright? 4th lord, 11th lord, and it is sitting in the 8th house. Okay friends, Mars is sitting in the 8th house in her chart. Okay, so this planet is the Darakaraka in her husband's chart. It is sitting in her chart in the 8th house, okay, and it is casting 8th aspect on the ascendant lord or Lagnesh Saturn, retrograde Saturn in the 3rd house. So Mars is casting aspect on the ascendant lord, but from the 8th house. Okay, so Mars is sitting in the 8th house. So here also in this case I found that the marriage happened because the couple, they have been married for a number of years now. But friends, one more thing I have to mention here, that this marriage is moving towards a divorce. It is going to end in a legal separation soon. You just look at her chart. Her 7th lord is Moon, okay? Moon is being aspected by Ketu. Ketu's 5th aspect is falling on Moon, alright? So the Ketu's aspect on the 7th lord is not considered to be good. In Bhrigunandinari Jyotish, Saturn also has a 5th aspect, and Saturn is aspecting Moon. Both Saturn and Ketu are aspecting the 7th lord Moon sitting in the 7th house. Moon that is in the 7th house. And Saturn, Ketu, these two planets are planets of separation. So their aspect on the 7th lord of marriage is not considered to be good. Her Venus also is debilitated with Rahu. Okay friends? And so that is also not a very good sign. And Venus's dispositor is Mercury. Mercury is also sitting with the 8th lord Sun. Sun is the 8th lord. So Venus's dispositor in the 10th house, Mercury, is also with the 8th lord. And right now I think she is running the dasha of Venus. So Venus is in a problematic position with Rahu, and here Rahu's dispositor is also not placed in a good way, because Rahu's dispositor Mercury is with the 8th lord. So definitely her marriage during this dasha itself, she is running the Venus dasha. So during this Antar dasha itself, her marriage is going to, the Mahadasha of Venus is going on, and I think it is the Rahu Antar dasha. So during this Antar dasha itself, her marriage is probably going to end, and she and her husband, they are moving towards legal separation. So friends, you have found another principle, that the Darakaraka planet in her husband's chart is Mars. In her chart it is in the 8th house. Okay, it's in her chart Mars is in the 8th house, but her 7th lord is not well posited also. Okay, 7th lord is under some the malefic influence of certain planets, and the dasha is also supporting the divorce. Okay, so I just wanted to share these two birth charts with you, and I just wanted to tell you that when you are looking at Darakaraka matching, when you are looking at horoscope matching, then you have to look at the Darakaraka position very carefully. Okay friends, so how the Darakaraka in your partner's chart, how is it placed in your chart? Okay, in your chart, that planet should be a very important planet. It is always good if that planet is placed in an auspicious house, like the 1st house or 5th house or 9th house, or maybe 2nd or 11th house, or maybe even 4th house. So these houses are considered to be good. Okay, and here we saw that Darakaraka was in the Darakaraka planet of her husband's chart is in the 8th house in her chart, and the marriage is not going to be successful, and it is actually ending even legally. Friends, also I mentioned earlier in the video that even the Darakaraka planet in the chart of a female native is Sun, and that planet was found in the 12th house in the chart of her husband. Okay, that also I mentioned. So even their marriage also has gone through a lot of ups and downs. That's what I have come to know from the female native. Okay, her Darakaraka planet is in the 12th house of her husband's chart, and even their marriage also is not a very successful one. They are somehow staying together only because of their child. Okay, so alright friends, that was my take on Darakaraka planets, how to match them for marriage. So do let me know your views in the comment section, and take care friends. Be kind to animals, birds, all creatures. Be charitable to the poor and needy. May God bless you. Thanks a lot.